man slaughtered his way through the entire Viking tribe, but he had no intention of wiping them out completely. Suddenly, a strange mist rolled in. The man intended to seize the chance to leave, but the Vikings weren't prepared to let them go. They fired arrows relentlessly, causing both the man and the dinosaur to be repeatedly struck and wounded. Finally, the last few arrows pushed the man past his limit. The man leaped up. They vanished into the mist, and then began the massacre of the village. They hunted down the Vikings endlessly, sparing no one, not the children, nor the women. Meanwhile, out at sea, a ship pierced through the fog, heading toward the shore. It was the Viking chieftain and his son, returning from a slave raid. The chieftain's son sounded his horn, but there was no response. The chieftain sensed danger. They approached the dock, only to find bloodstains on the planks. They rushed back to the village, and discovered the bodies of their clansmen everywhere. Not a single soul had survived. The chieftain hurried to find his wife, only to discover she had long since perished. Grieving, he held her in his arms, then saw his son approaching, carrying his dead younger brother. Only the two of them remained of the entire tribe. They laid their people to rest, sealing the burial with massive stones. Then they placed the bodies of the wife and child on a boat and pushed it out to sea. Finally, they shot a flaming arrow into the drifting vessel. After completing the final rites, the father and son armed themselves fully. They set out on the path of revenge. Meanwhile, the man who had escaped awoke. He found his wounds had been bandaged. Nia was tending to the Tyrannosaurus Rex. A few days later, their injuries had mostly healed. Suddenly, the T-Rex caught the scent of the enemy. The man smelled it too. He gazed into the distance, then prepared to face the threat alongside the T-Rex. Suddenly, a ship rammed into them. The chieftain charged forward. The T-Rex tried to attack him, but was pinned down by arrows from the chieftain's son above. The man and the chieftain wrestled fiercely, neither able to gain the upper hand. The dinosaur slammed into the enemy ship, causing the chieftain's son to fall overboard. He was then pursued by the T-Rex. Seeing his son in danger, the chieftain rushed toward him, only to find his son caught in the T-Rex's jaws. The chieftain threw his axe, and the T-Rex roared in pain, releasing the son. Suddenly, the ship crashed into a reef, sending them all into raging rapids. The man swung his weapon at the T-Rex and the chieftain, but was bitten by the T-Rex instead. The chieftain's son struggled to save his father, lunging at the T-Rex's face, only to be flung into the river. The chieftain plunged into the currents to rescue his son.